Uh, Hi there, everyone. Right now, I'm going to be ranking stuff in Plants vs. Zombies versus mode. The most underrated game mode ever. So, yeah. First, I want to point out that this, and this are both unranked. So, yeah. Anyways, Peashooter. Yeah, Peashooter is really bad. Is it going in F tier? It does very low damage. And, I mean, it's good for chip damage, but that's already covered by other roles, like Cabbage Pult and Cactus. Oh yeah, and also, like, stuff like Scaredy Shroom and Fume Shroom. So yeah, Peashooter just sucks. F tier. Cherry Bomb is pretty good. It has good area of effect damage, but the problem is that its cooldown is so slow. Walnut is a good blocker. It's really cheap, and you can also use it to cheese ladder and also stall catapult zombies, which is actually really awesome. It can also stop an entire, like, Ganting group. Potato Mine goes in C. I mean, it's one of those plants you have to play properly. But, yeah, it's just... Actually, no, it goes in E because its stalling just falls short when your opponent can just spam basic zombies at you. Snow Pea is... I'm not sure where to rank Snow Pea. Her slowing ability is great. In PvZ1, slowing is just overpowered, but she doesn't do that much damage, and she's kind of expensive. I'm not sure where to put her. There. Chomper is amazing because he's an instant death that has a fast cooldown, and he can also be used as a meat shield, or even can get ready for seconds. Well, after an eternity. Repeater is another S tier. He is actually overpowered in versus mode. His cost has been permanently reduced from 200 to 150, and he does a lot of DPS. Yes, Puffshroom is another S tier, because it has an aggressive early game, and, oh yeah, hang on, that reminds me I forgot to unrank Coffee Bean. And yeah, because Coffee Bean is reduced to 25 Sun, Puffshroom has a very aggressive early game. And yeah, it's overall a pretty good plant to start out with. If Sunshroom could be used in Sun Death, she'd be S, but she can't, so she's just as bad as ever. Fume Shroom is another S tier because he pierces zombies. Great Buster is an interesting one. I mean, in Sudden Death, on paper, he's really OP in Sudden Death because zombies can't just replant gravestones. But the problem is, with all the zombie spam, you'll barely have any time to use him. Hypnoshroom, I used to put Hypnoshroom in S tier, but I mean, she only hypnotizes like one zombie at a time, and I mean, she still goes in A because it can be a really strong zombie, like a football zombie, and Zomboni and Gargantuar can't even kill a Hypnoshroom. Hypnotized zombies are also capable of eating Bungie. Scaredy Shroom goes in B. I mean, yeah, it's basically like a cheaper version of the Peashooter, and it's really spammable because it only costs 50 Sun. But yeah, it hides, which means Digger and Bungie can make a whole group of them inactive, because it hides even when a zombie's in a different lane. Ice Shroom is S tier. It instantly freezes every single zombie on the entire screen and slows them down afterwards. Doomsdroom is another S tier. I don't think I need to explain why. It's basically a nuke. Squash goes in A tier. It would have gone in S tier, but here's why. But its AI is really dumb. And yeah, for example, it considers like Trash Can Zombie a higher priority than Bungie Zombie. And sometimes it just kind of sits there and doesn't do anything. But it would be an S tier because its cooldown is pretty fast for something that can destroy all the zombies in a tile. And And the sudden death, his cooldown's only 10 seconds long. Peashooter goes in C tier. If you get enough of them, they can be good, but the problem is that he really lacks in DPS to defend himself. Jalapeno is better than Cherry Bomb. I said it. Because he costs 1 stun less. His cooldown isn't as painfully slow as Cherry Bomb's. And frankly, I think you'll just need to destroy lanes more than just a 3x3 area. Okay, Spikeweed is an extremely underrated plant. Exhibit A, he can't be destroyed. Exhibit B, he costs the same price as Peashooter here. Exhibit C, he one-shots Zombonis and catapults. Exhibit D, he's really powerful when paired with Snow Pea or Kernel Pult. Torchwood, S tier. I mean, they, once again, an overpowered cost reduction. He's now 125 stun. Pairing it with Repeater makes it fucking deadly. Tallnut goes in A tier. He's a little too expensive, but... Wait, actually, no, he's in S tier. Because he's really, really tanky. Yeah, I don't think I need to say much. Cactus, I mean, Cactus is... He's alright. He does... Not many people notice, but he does do a bit more damage than Peashooter, but he's still just outclassed by Cabbage Pult. Split Pea is an interesting one. He can, like, attack in the back, and yeah, he can, that type of thing, strategy can be good if you utilize it, but that can be hard to utilize. Starfruit, Danerate's gonna hate this. Starfruit goes at A tier. Basically, yeah, he's really strong in clusters, and if you combine him, actually this puts him in B, and if you combine him with a weaker plant like Puffshroom, well, not weaker, cheaper, that's what I meant to say. But anyways, if you combine him with a cheaper plant like the Puffshroom, then Starfruit can be great. Pumpkin is amazing for saving space. As plants, you have 3 less columns to work with. And yeah, there's also some strategies he can be used with. Magnet Shroom goes in A tier because having one on the field so severely limits the zombies' options. Hang on, let me do a quick head count to see how many metal zombies there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it's 8 metal zombies. Basically redundant. Cabbage Pult, A tier. He actually has decent DPS, and he can get rid of shields. Kernel Pult, A tier. He does less damage, but he butters. Having 2 of them is really good. He can also be a good pair with Snow Pea and Spikeweed. Garlic goes in C. There's not many actually B. He has good strategies with him, like you can protect a reservoir of sunflowers, but yeah, there's hard to come up with strategies for Garlic. Umbrella Leaf is just way too situational to be any good. Melon Pult is going in S tier. He can destroy a target zombie in 3 hits. Basic, another S tier. This guy is may have low health, but he is very spammable. He costs 25 stun, and it only takes 6 seconds for him to cool down. Yeah, Trash Can Zombie is another situational one, but in the situations where he is useful, he's actually okay. Conehead can be great if there's only one weaker offensive like Cabbage or Peashooter. But when you get more than one of those, or stronger thing like Repeater or Snow Pea, he kind of comes redundant. Sprinter, he's okay, I guess. Buckethead is great. He is outclassed by Football Zombie or Ladder Zombie, but he's a good early game tank. Flagman, I'm not sure where to put this. I mean, actually I'll put him here. He's expensive, but if you manage to spam him, then plants are basically done for unless they have Doomsdroom. Newspaper Zombie or Grandma Zombie, I don't know. C tier, cause actually you can, if you spam it with like basic zombie, they can be okay. Screen door zombie is very situational. It's just like trash can. Okay, football zombie is great. Football zombie is fast and tanky. Disco zombie is good, but you need a lot of them if you want to stand up to Repeater. Not to mention they can be easily countered by stuff like Snow Pea, Kernel Pult, or Walnut. Zomboni. Yeah, Zomboni, he can be countered by basically any instant death. I mean, that's a lot like other zombies, but he's really expensive and eventually can move kind of slow as he advances. Jack-in-the-Box really is kind of bad. He can be a good distraction tool and also good at annoying your opponent to death with the music, but I'm not gonna lie, he kind of does fall short, and at that rate, you might as well just use something else. Yeah, Pogo is great. Yeah, I don't want to go into... There's a pretty deep explanation on why he's amazing, but... Yeah, he kind of just sweeps the board. Danerade does make a better explanation in his tier list, so if you want a better explanation, you might want to watch that. Digger Zombie. I dig the Digger Zombie. Okay, in all seriousness, I take the Digger Zombie, and, he's good, but he doesn't eat brains, and moves really slow. Bungee. He can be used with pretty good strategies, but only can do one thing at a time. Ladder is like Football Zombie, except the difference is that he can climb, and actually does move faster. And he eats faster, so he's just as good. Catapult is an E tier. I mean, he would be good, but he just moves so slow. He moves way too slow. Well, you know, he doesn't move slow. It's just that he has a slow cooldown. I'm suddenly jumbling my words. Case in point. Anyways, last zombie, Gargantuar, S tier. Yeah, he's tanky. He's insta-killy. Impy. Okay, bye. What? So yeah, now you can't see half the tier list because S tier is really crowded. So here it is. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Why not? S tier, we've got Chomper, Repeater, Puff Shroom, Fume Shroom, Ice Shroom, Doom Shroom, Torchwood, Tall Nut, Melon Pult, Basic, Pogo, and Gargantuar. A tier, we have Hypno, Shroom, Squash, Jalapeno, Spikeweed, Magnet, Shroom, Cabbage, Kernel Pult, Football, Ladder. B tier, Cherry Bomb, Walnut, Snow Pea, Scaredy Shroom, Starfruit, Pumpkin, Garlic, Buckethead, Flagman, Disco, Digger, Bungee. C tier, Repeater, Split Pea, Sprinter, Grandma. E tier, Potato Mine, Gravebuster, Cactus, Conehead, Zomboni, Catapult. D tier, Trash Can, Screen Door, Jack-in-the-Box. F tier, Peashooter, Umbrella Leaf. And finally, Sunflower, Sunshroom. Wait, no, this was an F tier. Whoops. Sunflower, Sunshroom. No, it's not Sunshroom! Oh my god, I am so bad at this. Sunflower, Sunshroom, and Coffee Bean are on rank. Okay, for real, I am definitely gonna leave.